Germany partially closes borders. Welcome back. President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi held a meeting with Prime Minister Dr. Mustafa Madbouli and Minister of Education Dr. Tariq Shawqi on Sunday to review plans and procedures ahead of resuming the current academic year. Meanwhile, the head of state held another meeting with Minister of Health Dr. Hala Zaid and Minister of Education to review means of upgrading nutrition system at schools and the Health Ministry's initiatives on treating students suffering from diseases relevant to malnutrition such as obesity and anemia. Later, Minister Shawqi held a press conference over details for the rest of the 2020-2021 academic year. We have more details in the coming report.
President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi instructed on Sunday to give students' parents the choice on how to continue the current academic year, whether through attending normal classes at schools or through e-learning and digital education. During his meeting with Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli and Minister of Education Tariq Shawqi, the President gave his directives to abide by precautionary measures when the academic year resumes. Presidential spokesman Bassam Radi said the meeting probed plans and procedures to hold midterm exams and resume the current academic year at schools. The head of state reviewed the latest developments of the national project for promoting the education with all its axes in Egypt. In this respect, President al-Sisi directed to accelerate steps of the comprehensive modernization of the education system, giving more care on the physical and health qualification for students as well as the behavior dimension, in addition to developing teacher system in Egypt. President al-Sisi also instructed to promote exams for students abroad in a way that achieves efficiency and copes with modern methods of exams procedures, with the aim of facilitating exams procedures and performance through expanding the usage of modern technology and mechanism. For his part, Minister Shawqi presented his ministry's procedures and strategy to resume the current academic year, affirming that according to international educational organizations, Egypt is one of the best countries in the world in dealing with the pandemic since its emergence regarding the education system. The meeting tackled plans by the Minister of Education regarding the integrated modernization of obligatory education with all its elements, plus the digital transformation and the e-correction and enhancing teachers' capabilities and qualifying them on the new education system. Minister Shawqi reviewed plans by his ministry to expand applying the technological system to contribute in developing the technical education to meet industry and development's needs through opening new schools. Later, the minister held a press conference over details for the rest of the 2020-2021 academic year. Minister Shawqi said attending ordinary classes at schools are optional, but according to parents' former signature. He said schedules of the first term's exams would start from the 28th of February until the 9th of March, adding that the second term would begin after the 10th of March. According to the minister, there will be no exams for the first grades until the third grade, while collective exams for the fourth grade until the second preparatory will be held at the end of February, March, April, and May. He said exams of the two terms of the third preparatory schools would be held in May, while the first and second secondary schools would hold collective electronic exams for the first term on the 27th and the 28th of February, respectively, while a monthly exam would be held at the end of March, April, and May. The minister said international schools are free to choose the way to resume the academic year and hold their exams. He also shed light on systems of dealing with Egyptian students abroad and different educational systems in the country. Earlier, the Higher Committee for Managing the Coronavirus Crisis had agreed to extend the mid-year vacation for 1 more week and hold exams of the first term according to schedules endorsed by the Ministries of Education and Higher Education. The committee also agreed that all sports contests for under 18 would be postponed until April the 1st, while training activities would continue.
Foreign Minister Sameh Shoukry held a phone call with his Tunisian counterpart Othman Juroundi. During the conversation, the two top diplomats reviewed means of promoting bilateral ties in various domains. Both ministers asserted the necessity of continuing Arab efforts which aimed at reaching a comprehensive justice settlement for the Palestinian cause. They agreed to intensify efforts to solve the Libyan crisis and to realize the aspirations of the Libyan people. The ministers also called for continuing coordination and consultation regarding a number of regional and international issues of mutual concern. 5 to 8 million doses of coronavirus vaccines will arrive in Egypt during the second half of February. The statement has been made by Cabinet spokesperson Councillor Nader Saad. He said the vaccines have the emergency endorsement of the World Health Organization. According to the spokesperson, Cairo signed contracts to import 40 million doses to cover 20 million citizens. Egypt's total number of virus cases reached 173,000 and 2002 since the outbreak, including 9,935 fatalities. Germany partially closed its borders with the Czech Republic and Austria's Tyrol on Sunday over a troubling surge in coronavirus mutations, drawing a swift rebuke from the European Union. 1,000 police officers were mobilized to ensure strict border checks. We have more details.